Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new ARK Aquatica trailer. Apparently this has been deleted by the game studio responsible for its creation and the creation of ARK Survival Evolved, which this whole ARK Aquatica thing is like a massive DLC to the game. ARK Survival Evolved, it's been around forever. I actually liked the game. I played it way back in the day. It's been years since I've been on it, but apparently it's been getting this new massive update called ARK Aquatica that's coming out, and the game studio behind it decided to, I guess, air a reveal trailer for it at GDC 2025, which is a gaming event. You know, they're trying to like get the trailer out there so people know that it's coming out and everything, right? Now, the idea behind the whole thing seems pretty cool. You know, the whole Aquatica thing seems pretty cool, right? But the trailer has been getting absolutely demolished online, and I think for a pretty good reason. Now, most video game trailers in the last few years anyway have already been getting kind of criticized by the gaming community at large, because it seems like a lot of the time the trailers for these games, they overpromise and then they underdeliver when the game comes out, right? Like the trailer is CGI, it looks all good, you know, they put all this budget and whatnot into making the trailer look really polished, and then the game doesn't look like that. Well, this is on a completely different level. This isn't even just like over-promising and under-delivering. The people actually used AI to create the entire trailer here. Now, I don't know what the whole purpose of that even is. I mean, it's a fucking video game, right? You would think like you could just, I don't know, record in-game footage or something like that, use the in-game assets to make the trailer. That seems to make the most sense to me. I mean, it would be more of a good representation for what the game or the DLC is in the first place than anything, but I don't know. What do I know? So apparently this trailer got destroyed so bad by the community that they ended up deleting the upload of it online. And now most of the like re-uploads of it or whatever are what people are seeing. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this trailer, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video.
ARK has brought you 10 years of unforgettable adventure. All of those journeys, those fights for survival, have been leading to this. Are you ready? A whole new world is waiting.
Alright, so at the beginning, everything seemed pretty normal for the first few seconds, and then we get footage of this person like shooting a gun under the water or whatever, and the bullet that comes out, instead of going, you know, where the muzzle of the gun is pointed down range or whatever, the bullet like comes off at like a 45, 70 degree angle damn near, and just like veers off to the right, and then we get all the way to the point where like this person's grabbing this crystal, and everything is clearly AI here, right? The thing I don't understand the most about all of this, right? Like, I get why companies, they want to use AI to make trailers and all this shit. I get that, right? Because they think it'll save them money, and they think that they can get like a similar product for less investment. I get that, but this is just bad. I mean, it's like they didn't even fucking try to make this the right way, right? Like, there is no way whoever was making this trailer at the company saw that gunfire or whatever and was like, yep, we'll put that clip in the trailer. That looked really good. That came out just the way we wanted it to, right? There's no way. I mean, like, even if you're gonna hire an AI artist or whatever to do this, does the AI artist realize that you have to actually use the AI to make it look fucking kind of realistic, right? You gotta make it look kind of normal. Now, like I said, I don't understand the concept of using AI for a video game trailer anyway, right? It really doesn't make sense. I mean, to like generate the ad, I can kind of get it, right? Like if the company is using it to touch it up or something like that, I can understand bits and pieces of that, but like to generate the entire ad makes no fucking sense, because let's be real, this AI generation stuff, it's not currently even remotely close to being at the place where it needs to be for them to be making like really good trailers with this shit anyway. I mean, the AI is still at the the point where it's like, it can make what you ask it to. If you ask it, hey, put a fish in a bowl, it can put a fish in a bowl, but the fish is going to have like 6 eyes, or the water is going to be swirling. It's going to be fucked up some way. That's where AI is. Like, it'll do what you ask it to do, but more often than not, it's not going to produce a result that you really want it to do. And even then, like, this is just not the use case to be using AI anyway. When I'm looking at a video game trailer, right, and I get this is like the reveal trailer or whatever, right? It's not like a gameplay trailer, but even then, when I'm going to look up like a trailer for a game, I want to see the characters, I want to see footage of the gameplay, I want to see the world. I mean, this is a pretty big looking DLC, right? Like, you're adding all this underwater shit, these new creatures, these new things to explore and whatnot. Why not show me some of that, right? Why not show me what's actually coming to the game instead of what ChatGPT could generate when you put a prompt into it, right? It just makes no fucking sense. And so as a result, they've been getting destroyed for this online because people obviously don't want to see this shit, right? People who are especially going to be paying money and shit like that, they don't want to see basically false advertisement. I'm going to be real, that's exactly what this is. I mean, just think of what false advertisement is. False advertising is when you say like, this is the product that you're selling, and then in your advertising, you're overhyping it, you're showing me something completely different. You're not showing me what I'm going to be getting, what I'm going to be, in this case, playing or whatever. And you're basically selling me something completely different than what I'm actually going to get. And that's basically what this AI generated shit is here. I mean, none of what you see here is going to be in the game, okay? That is not a good thing. And that's not a precedent that should be set in the gaming industry at all. Now, the issue is the gaming industry has been co-opting generative AI very quietly without anybody really noticing. Just a few weeks ago, Activision, they confirmed that they use AI to work on games like Call of Duty now. Every other gaming like company and whatnot, they're all going to be trying to do it. And like I said, I can kind of get it in some cases, right? Like if you're using it as a tool or whatever to like, make something better or to like touch things up, stuff like that. I kind of get that, right? But this is just unnecessary altogether. So what this really is it's almost like a litmus test, okay? And I don't think most people realize it quite yet, but these kinds of instances here where these gaming companies, they try to just like slyly put this AI shit right in your face like this. They're trying to test how far they can actually push the boundary. And we've seen this time and time again with everything else in the gaming industry. I mean, look at things like microtransactions, right? It all starts with like 1 or 2 companies. They try to like push the shit out and they try to like do it quietly where people aren't going to protest it. And that's what happened here, right? Like the people behind ARK Snail Games, they decided they were going to use this trailer at GDC 2025. They were hoping maybe that people didn't notice it was AI or they just didn't care. But that's not what happened at all. They got the absolute opposite reaction that they wanted. And as a result, this shit is being scrubbed, right? They deleted it. Now, when I look up the ARK Aquatica trailer, there's an entirely new trailer that is going around online and whatnot that suddenly popped up after this one, right? It's pretty crazy how that works, man. It turns out when you shit on these gaming companies and you tell them to go fuck themselves when they're trying to cheat you or lie to you or manipulate you and deceive you, it turns out that that actually works. It's weird how that works, isn't it? When the customers decide they don't fucking like something and they put a stand to it like at first instead of waiting until the entire thing is just normalized, it turns out these companies actually are forced to listen somewhat, right? Now, like I said, everybody in gaming is rushing to try and do this because this is the whole future of what it's going to be. If we let this shit continue where it's like, oh, well, if this company can get away with a game trailer of AI, why can't we? Everything you see is going to be getting worse. I mean, like I said, over the last few years, we've already gotten to a point where you can hardly trust trailers anymore anyway, because 9 times out of 10, the developers are using CGI and lying to you about the product. Now it's to the point they're not even using CGI and like actually trying to craft a believable lie for you. Now they're literally just using like ChatGPT right in your face and just being like, hey, this is I guess an idea of what it could be like, you know what I mean? Here's our reveal trailer for our new big exciting update. Here's what it could maybe be kind of like, the colors, the setting, it could be kind of like this, right? Nobody wants this shit, guys. Nobody wants any of this. Now, think about it like from my case, right? Okay, I haven't played ARK this decade, actually. I mean, I remember playing it like kind of when it was newer, you know what I mean, on console and shit like that. But like, imagine this, right? They're trying to pull me back into the game. They're trying to get me, oh, hey, dude, they got this ARK Aquatica, bro. You should tune in. For me, this is my basically first reintroduction to ARK after like the better part of a decade now. You know what I mean? And it's literally not even the actual game that I'm seeing. So as somebody who hasn't played in a long time, maybe would be interested in coming back and checking this out, maybe playing the game, what exactly about this is supposed to coax me into playing it? It's supposed to make me think, well, gee, this might be pretty fun to play. Why would I think that? You know what I mean? Who would think that in their right mind? Now, here's the thing. I know that in a few years, AI, it's going to be pretty much everywhere, right? But I don't want to see it being used as a way to, you know, cheapen out the advertising budget for these companies that have more than enough money to pay artists to make actually good trailers. Now, if you're going to use the AI, at least make it look somewhat fucking decent, but they didn't even try to do that. And to me, that's more reflective of the product than anything, right? Like, if you're willing to stoop down this low for the reveal trailer, the moment that's supposed to draw in hype for the game and like make me want to come play or whatever, right? What am I supposed to expect as a player in terms of quality going forward? If you're willing to cheapen out on this and make it something that it's not actually gonna be, should I not basically hold that same judgment, that same thought going forward for what your game will be? And that's something that I think video game companies really need to learn, and they need to do it pretty fucking quick. Because let's be real, most people already don't like generative AI. They already don't like the shit. They think that it's a bad thing. They think it's a bad thing for art in general. People are scared that AI is going to be coming for their jobs. When people, the average person at least, I'm not talking about like tech inclined people or whatever, the average everyday person who might want to boot up ARK Aquatica or whatever, right? They hear about AI and it's, oh, it's going to take your job. It's going to fucking revolutionize the world. You're not going to have a job in 5 years. Why would they look at an AI trailer and think that that's a good thing? I mean, it's literally, at this point, it's like you're loading a gun with a bullet and you're putting it under your own chin and pulling the trigger. You know what I mean? That is what kind of PR situation they've created here. They could have just made an actual reveal trailer with footage and whatnot, and it probably would have been received pretty well. You know what I mean? People probably would have liked it or whatever, or at least been indifferent to it in my instance or whatever, right? But now, even people who weren't interested in playing are dunking on the company, and people who were. I mean, there's ARK YouTubers who are coming out and shitting on this thing. The fans in the comments shit on it so badly that they ended up deleting the entire fucking upload of the trailer online, and you have to find it through re-uploads and shit like that, right? It's just absolutely insane how companies will force themselves to fuck up so badly, in this instance just to save a little bit of money. It's an embarrassment, man. I really hope this isn't the future direction of the gaming industry, but in all reality, 9 times out of 10, if you let this whole scenario that's been going on play out the exact way that it's been playing out, man, it's gonna end up where this is gonna be the future of gaming if we let it be the case, right? Now, what can we do? I don't really know. I guess this kind of worked, right? People just shit on the company and disliked it and fucking told them they weren't gonna support it, and so they pulled the trailer. But I mean, like I said, big franchises like Call of Duty and all these other ones, you know, they're already exploring this whole AI shit and like what they can use it for. It's only a matter of time. And the thing is, I don't know if the gaming industry really has the cojones or the fucking even willpower to keep up with all this stuff going on. You know what I mean? Because this AI shit is moving so quickly. I really don't know. All I do know is this instance, fucking terrible. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at SubTheOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus talking about the ARK Aquatica trailer and signing out.